Hi, it's Ray here again with another story from the land that time forgot. This story is going to be about a funeral. Now, you have to remember that this was in Ho Chi Minh City, which is in the south. The traditions are a little bit different in the north. And this is one of the first days of my being in Vietnam, and everything was strange and at the same time wonderful and fascinating. So, let's get on with it. Can you imagine being woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning to the sound of a full brass band outside your hotel window playing I Wish I Was in Dixie to a lively beat and full on volume-wise? Well, this actually happened to us just the other day. Oh, what fun, we thought. Looked out the window, went downstairs even to see it on the street. The band were all dressed in what looked like ice cream vendor outfits, and they stand in the centre of the road. And one dude, dressed entirely in white, with an ice cream vendor's hat on, and many pink and yellow braided ropes hanging from his armpits like an army dress lanyard, holds up the traffic. And lo and behold, to the stirring strains of Dixieland jazz, 6 little men come out of a house a few doors up, straining under the weight of an obviously full, extremely elaborately bedecked teak coffin, over which has been draped a large piece of yellow silk. The coffin is unceremoniously dumped in the back of an old Bedford van with plastic imitation colonial-style verandas around its roof. The driver jumps in, lighting himself a smoke, and the band play some other tune, equally stirring, but certainly not sombre, as one might expect of such an occasion, and the old Bedford van begins to slowly move off, followed by 2 men dressed in black judo outfits, crying loudly as the widow hands them money, the value of which is commensurate with the volume and intensity at which they cry and wail. These people didn't know the deceased. They're professional criers for funerals. By this time, a Buddhist monk has placed himself at the head of the procession, followed by a cyclo driver who has erected a sign on his cyclo proclaiming the merits of the unfortunate who follows in the Bedford van with the veranda rails on the roof. The relatives and friends of the deceased follow, dressed to the nines, throwing funeral money into the air, monopoly money that one buys in the store, and skipping merrily along to the strains of Dixieland jazz. Can't quite fathom it all out, but it all fits in with the Buddhist philosophy that death is only a transition, a doorway through which you must pass, and not be taken too seriously on one's journey to the next birth. If you like my stories, leave me a like, and I will send more as time goes by.